Okay, so here you are back again making another video because the first video you made you didn't save. So here you are to talk about what you talk about again. And I find this very ironic too that I have to talk about it again because when I first talked about it, like, it was very, I was just going about it, like, exactly what happened. But now I guess I have to make another one to be a little more clear. Yesterday at Pride was it was like maybe, it felt like the introduction of the new person that I am to the old world that I was a part of. Because I feel like I'm changing, and maybe some people don't realize how much I'm changing or how I'm changing, but I am, and it's important to me to go with that change, like really just embrace that change and go with it, and believe in yourself enough to go with it. So yesterday, I introduced Urban Hippie. I even changed my name on Facebook to Urban Hippie because I just, this is who I am. I feel like this is who I am. I'm ratchet, I'm spiritual, I'm deep, I'm a whole lot of things, and I'm embracing it now. So yesterday, Pride was really good. Like, I met Khalila's mother-in-law, and she was very interesting. I guess she's like, she's a lesbian now, so she wants to meet women, but she's shy. Typical high school, stuff. And I had some advice for her. My advice was, first, you should focus on not being so shy, so you can talk to these people that you really want to talk to. Like, so why don't you just introduce yourself to people and, kind of work your confidence up enough to talk to people and feel comfortable talking to people, just for you, before you try to just talk to somebody who you're interested in, because obviously you're very shy, so it's not gonna work. But I don't know, she just wasn't very receptive to it. And I'm not saying she just had to do it like that, but she wasn't very receptive to it at all. Like, I thought, that's a kind of mature way to think about it. And here she is, my senior, I would think she would have known that. But anyway, so it didn't work out for her. I don't think she met anybody. And she ended up with a really bad sunburn. So I don't know, like, maybe that was meant to happen for her, or maybe that was meant to happen for me too. It was kind of like me just being me, giving advice that I would give, to a friend or, somebody, and, some people are just receptive to it, and then some people aren't. Which leads me to meeting someone new, who was very receptive to the person that I am and the things that I, wanted to talk about, the things that are important to me. And we really clicked, like on a very spiritual level. Like, I felt like this whole day I had felt kind of like something would happen today, like where I would, maybe meet somebody from my past, or maybe like connect with somebody from my past, or something like that. Like somebody that, I had some kind of deep connection with or something. So I had met this girl before, but when I first met her, like, I didn't really talk to her. I mean, I sat next to her, but I didn't really talk to her. We were at a drag show, so it was like, hey, how are you? Yeah, my name is Shalise. Yeah. I didn't remember her name. Like, she didn't remember my name. And even when I met her, I had to ask her name like 3 times because I didn't hear her. I didn't hear her. I was really high at the time too, and she was really high. Like, she was really high too. So we both kind of had to ask each other, like, what's your name again? Like, oh yeah. But when we started talking, I felt like I had known this girl for like hella long. Like, like we were really talking about things that were important to, I could tell they were important to her. And I was very, very forthcoming with how I felt and what I was thinking. And she it seemed to take it really, really good. Like, I really felt like I made a really good friend, like another person on this journey that who kind of feels like I feel. It's not me, it's not Des, it's like somebody from the world. Because like sometimes I have a hard time trusting the world. Like me, Des, like this is my family, like this is my life, so this is where I come from. This is I love this. This is all me. Like, but when you have to let the world in, and you have to let the world in. You can't. You're not an island. Like, you have to let the world in. You don't know what people want from you. You don't want people. People use people all the time. People. It's scary. It's very scary to share and then share yourself with this same world. But at the same time, there's so many beautiful people in it. Like, there's so many beautiful people, and I felt like I met another beautiful person. So I'm definitely gonna keep in contact with her, because I don't think that happened by chance. Like, and then she kept talking about the number 3 and like how it kept manifesting itself in like things. And we were talking about 25, because I'm turning 25, and I was telling her how like this is a really magical like time, really life altering time. And then she's 21 and she's kind of feeling it too. So maybe it's like a generational thing. So it lets me have a lot more faith that there are beautiful people in the world, no matter how ugly things seem. That was really, really good. So Pride this year kind of turned out to be the best Pride, because it was a Pride where I didn't even want to go, and I ended up going anyway, and I ended up going by myself. I've never been by myself. Like, I had to walk to the park station, get in the park, catch it by myself home, meet up with friends. It's hella hard to meet up with friends at Pride, because it's so many people. It was so many people this year. So many people. Old people, young people, hella more young people than I've ever seen. Hella ratchets, hella beautiful. Oh, so many beautiful women. So many beautiful women. I'm not gonna lie. Like, so many beautiful women, so many beautiful families. Like, people bought kids, and I don't know if I would bring my kids, but it was just beautiful to see like such the spectrum of of the queer population. You saw a real cross-section of the queer population here. You saw the rich white men. You saw the butch black studs. You saw them all in between. You saw the real dainty feminine boys. You saw the real masculine dominant men. They were all there this year. They were all there. They were all there, and there was a lot of fights. I saw a lot of fights. I saw a lot of groupthink. Like, I went there with my observation glasses on, and I observed a lot of groupthink. Like, there were instances where like people started running for no reason. Like, and then you seen someone run, you're gonna think, oh, I need to run too. So it was hella like stampedes like that, and then people were getting hurt by that, and it wasn't even nothing to run from. Like, so the first time I did run, I ran because like shit, I saw a lot of people running, and I thought I should run, so I ran, and I did run, and then there was nothing to have run from. So the second time I was like, fuck it, I'm not running, I'm standing like. Until I hear a gun. I didn't hear no gunshots. I didn't hear no screams. I didn't hear nothing. Like, that's the same thing I tell Des about, like, the fireworks. until I hear some tires screeching. Like, how do you know? Like, how do you know? Like, you don't know. So saw a lot of that. Observed a lot of fights. Like I said, a lot of fights, and a lot of fights started because of that running. So that running really did not help at all. It was just, and then the group, the group thing. So the group think is real. Like, it's real. Like, the Matrix is revealing itself in how people think and how people react and how they are with each other. So you saw that yesterday. Okay, so that's that pretty sums up Pride this year. I didn't get sunburned. I put on sunscreen, so I still look the same. I was glad. For once, it pays to be dark skinned. For once, yes. I came out on top compared to everybody else. I came out on top, so yeah. And then I made a new friend, and yeah. So Pride this year was pretty good.